Hey, Leo, how are you? Oh my gosh, I missed everyone so much. Oh my goodness. This is very exciting. Daveski, hello. Rolo, thank you so much. Why did those alerts not go? She lives, I live! Are those going and we just can't hear them? Hold on. I hear them, but they're so low. Am I crazy? Hold on. Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys! I don't know what I have done to fuck up the alerts. Hold on. Why is it like this every time? Wait, you guys can hear that or I can't hear that or... Hold on. Oh god. Oh god, you guys, thank you! Oh no, I'm gonna cry. Hold on. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it? Oh, I bet you it's here. What? Uh-oh. Oh my god, you guys, thank you so much. Hello. I need this to be loud. Why isn't it loud? Is it loud for you guys, but not for me? No. Okay, hold on. I will figure this out. It's quiet. Okay. I'm gonna figure it out. Bear with me. I believe. The sound is coming through OBS, but for some reason it's super quiet. So I'm going to do this against better judgment. Bam. Let's see if that fixes it. Oh my god, thank you guys so much for the resubs. Emotional damage. You're emotional. Why isn't that working? Oh my god, thank you so much. Holy crap. Oh my god. Okay, guys, we cannot talk about like the stress I've had about like, oh, my stream is just dead, you know. Streamers always talk about like, oh, you can't take any time off. You can't go on vacation, otherwise your stream dies. Oh, thank you. And I've just been like, it doesn't matter. Don't think about it. We're not going to think about it. Especially because mine wasn't a vacation. It was just unplanned. It came out of nowhere. Drew, thank you so much for 68. Heard the quietest of hardcores. Okay. Listen here, sound. Windows sound. I might fuck us up here. Hold on. Oh, this is bad. Oh, I know exactly what's happening. Don't do that. You're going to ruin everyone's ears. Okay. I think I know what's happening here. Hold on. OBS needs to output somewhere. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay. Well, I think this is going to be really loud then. Oh! Quick, fix it. Ugh. I fixed it. I fixed it, I think. We'll find out in 2 seconds. Chesky, thank you so much. People are just excited that you're good enough with your back to hang for a while. Me too. So would you like, should I show you guys the chair? Do you guys want to see the chair? I'm in it right now. Heard you got your back blown out. Ayo! Like I wish it was that crazy, you guys. I wish it was something like that. No, I was lifting my fucking walking pad. Yes, there we go. They're fixed. Nice.
Hyper hardcore.
Ah, you guys. Thank you. The hype train is still going. Oh my God. Zelda, thank you so much for 55 months in a row. It does not make PB cry a clock, especially because my medication makes it easier for me to like eject into another planet. Thank you so much, Christine. Okay, hold on now. I want to thank everybody here. So hold on. Aqua, thank you so much. Tom, thank you so much. I'm going through this list here. I don't want to miss anyone. And if I do miss someone, just shout at me, guys, because not only am I a full old woman, but my chair is further back now, so I can't really I cannot see very well, even though I have my glasses on, because my chair is further back. So I'm trying to 30 minutes later, and my parents and the academy lean back. No, listen, here's the deal. You know what? We're just going to come over here real quick. You guys are going to freak out. Okay. Where are we? Look at this. Look at this throne. Look at this beast of a, whoever was like, it's a recliner lazy boy in the chat. You were right. That is what I went with. Hold on. Maya, thank you so much for the gift subs. Holy shit. Oh my God. Thank you for the support on Ko-fi, whatever the fuck it's called. Magic Hummus, thank you so much for 12 months. That's a full year. Aperture, thank you so much for 68. Oh my God, Rolo, thank you so much for the gift subs. Polygeek, thank you so much. Maya, thank you for your resub as well. Welcome back. Thank you. Aqua Snakes. Maya knows that I was spending some time away playing some Final Fantasy 14, guys. And I got to the end of Shadowbringers and I bawled my eyes out. Like, I was inconsolable. David, thank you so much for that resub. 95 months. Sawblade, 64. Gary coming in with a magical 33. Holy shit, Bear of Flame coming in for 72. Oh my God. I feel like all of a sudden I'm a sports newscaster. And Rolo resubs for 58 months on a 56-month streak. I never care about streaks. I'm so sorry, but it felt like part of the bit. Okay, I'm scrolling back down. It's a blue marshmallow. Yeah. Lean back. Because it was good or because it was over? Wait, which one? I have totally... Oh, because it was good. Because it was very good. It was very good. So, like, I finished the main Shadowbringers quest. The credits rolled. I was fine. I didn't cry. I got a little emotional. Yes, honey. Come here. I got a little emotional, but I didn't, cry or anything. But the post-patch content got me hard. In the post-patch content, I fucking bawled like a baby, dude. And we have a new emote because of it. If you know, you know. It's PBTV Emmett. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. If you know, you know. Don't worry about it. Oh, I can't. Shrug it off. Shrug it off. Oh. Anyway, so here's the new chair. It's excellent. I love it so very much. I have an ice pack on my back at the moment. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stream today, but I figured we could, as long as we're playing with a controller, I'm okay. I have a little lap thing coming. Oh, thank you for the hype chest, guys. Let's see what we got. Hack it up. I legit was fully expecting them to have ripped our fucking pack it up emote, dude. I was about to lose my shit. Choo choo choo, but that's pretty good. That's adorable. Now, does this work? Yes, it does. Okay. Yes, Becky! Thank you so much for 10 months. I appreciate it so much. You guys got to make sure that I'm leaning back, though. And that I'm not doing the thing where I'm leaning forward to try to read. And I will make my fonts and everything on the computer bigger. so that I am doing that. I also have to time for a lean back emote. Oh my God, that's a great idea. Like just a full recliner lean back. Oh, I'd have to ask Mergs for that, and I'm waiting for Mirth stuff because we gotta bring Mirth back. I've been wanting to do that for a while, but now especially because I don't know how often I'll be able to stream. Welcome back. I think so. Here's the deal. I've been going to the pool every morning as well, and it's been extremely helpful. Like a very, very, very helpful. Idea for an emote trapped in a chair called posture. Posture check is good. Yeah. I also have, like, I have everything. So I have like a little lap tray coming as well so that I can put my keyboard on my lap and my mouse so that we don't have to stick to, you know, controller games. But I didn't want to wait. It's going to be here, I think, on like Saturday or Sunday at the earliest. And I was excited to stream today. The chair got here yesterday. I tried sitting in it for about 2 hours at the computer, or a little over 2 hours. Or wait, no, 2 hours was it. And my back felt okay today. It's better than my couch. It's got, I was about to say lumbar support, like I fucking know what I'm talking about. Is lumbar the area where... Why do they call it lumbar support if what I have is the sciatic area or whatever it's called? Puck, thank you so much for 83. So for those wondering, we have a slipped disc or a herniated disc or whatever the fuck it's called, and it's pinching on a nerve. Now, the nerve pain is pretty good. It's receded pretty well. I think the swimming has done. Come here, motherfucker. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Hold on. And now, does this button work? To bring the volume down? Yeah, it does, bitch. My fucking dial. I finally set up my dial so that it works on my macro board. Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, I would love to tell you that I was doing like some crazy cool workout. You know, like I was like boxing or something, or I was like doing pull-ups on a pull-up bar and I fell, or I don't know, something like that. I would love to tell you that it was something like that. Or even better, I got my back blown out. I would love to say it was that. Okay? It's not. All right? Here's what happened. You know my little fucking walking pad for my little mental health walks that we do during streams sometimes? The maximum that this fucking thing is like 20 pounds. I pulled it over and I set it down. That's it. I didn't fall. I didn't do anything. I fucking put my walking pad down. My dumbass, it like tweaked a little and I went, oh, that doesn't feel great. And I went, well, all the more reason to be walking and working out again. Like, so I walked and I can't remember. I have to go through my DMs with Trench because I was talking to him at the time and I was like, you know, I'm in a lot of pain actually. I'm going to stop walking. I think it was like 2 miles. I only walked 2 miles. Guys, I walked 2 miles with this fucking thing slipped. Fucking idiot. And I was like, this hurts a lot more than normal. You know, like when you haven't been walking for a while and you're walking and you're feeling like, well, because I usually walk 4, Chai. So I was like, oh, it's fine. That's how I got my worst back injury too. The audacity to pull a very small window blind from a pile. Unbelievable, Lacey. So I was just like, fucking living my life, did the walk, awful. Okay. So then I go to the doctor. Johnny, thank you so much for 23 months. So then I go to the doctor, bitches, and I tell the doctor what has happened. And I say, and they're like, did you fall? And I'm like, no. And they're like, well, you definitely have nerve pain, because I'm like describing everything and blah, blah, blah. Bend over and cough. Not really, but sort of. And they were like, you know, did you fall or anything? No, I didn't. And they said, did you lift anything? And I said, yeah, I mean, my walking pad. Well, how much does your walking pad weigh approximately? 20 pounds. Maybe. And they were like, oh, yeah, that'll do it. well, they had me describe like, and I was like, oh, it's a walking pad, and you just like bring it down to the ground, and then you stand up and walk. And they're like, oh, that'll do it. And I'm like, what do you mean that'll do it? It's 20 pounds. And she just looks down at the fucking page, looks back up at me, and is like, you're 39? And I was like, bitch, I'm about to throw hands. Like, yes, so what? So what? Okay, apparently, you can't fucking do that anymore, you guys. You hit a certain age, and you gotta make sure that you're lifting with your... I mean, you should be doing it all the time anyway, but apparently, you can just do that. You can just slip a disc living your fucking life. You can turn wrong. 39, you look 25. Oh, that's nice of you, David. That's very kind. Keep it coming. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so it was just, yeah, it was fucking awful. To be fair, she was very kind about like, oh, you're too young for this and you're too young for that. So, you know, like, that was kind. But she very much was like, you know, how they say you have to lift properly, blah, blah, blah. They mean it now, like specifically now to forever. You cannot fuck around with that. You can sneeze wrong and slip a disc now. And I was like, what? So, great. Amazing. I'm so pleased about it. I'm so happy about it. My 42nd birthday, I herniated a disc leaning over to blow out my kid. I'm sorry. Is way better than mine, dude. That story is amazing. Oh my god. Oh. This November I broke my ankle somehow in my sleep. No, you did not. No, you did not. Oh my god. I'm not laughing at your pain. I'm just laughing at the audacity of life to do that to you. Really, you know? That's actually a great way to say that. Fuck that. That was great. That was Canadian. That was great. I will say that from now on. In the future, I will say I'm not laughing at your pain. I'm laughing at the audacity of life and or God. 2024 was not my year. It wasn't anyone's year. Did anyone have a good 2024? Anyone? Bueller? No. All right, we're gonna take that down. Nice. I can fade out with my little slider now. Ugh, I'm going to have to figure everything out. And then I can hit this button, right? And it plays the music again. Nice. Fuck yeah. Whew, I'm leaning forward. Not going to do that. So anyway, my fiance has a herniated disc in her back from when she did dragon dancing before. What the fuck is that? I'm sorry, what the fuck is dragon dancing? 2024 was kind of good for me, at least. Quite as good, right? Yeah, I think I was exaggerating. I think I had a good 2024-ish. I mean, it was still quiet. What happened in 2024? This is where we're like, this happened and this happened and this happened. And I'm like, oh, no, it was not a good year. Like lion dancing? Like Chinese dragon dancing? I need to Google this. Hold on. Dragon dancing. Oh, cool. That is very, very neat. I had one good thing happen in 2024. It's the consolation prize. Silent Hill 2 remake came out. Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck that. I had a great 2024. I don't care about anything else that happened in that year to make it not a good year. It was a good year, right? Because Silent Hill 2 came out and existed. Okay. What else do I need to tell you? I have some crazy good stories. Oh, dude. I think I told one story. Did I tell the story about crying at the pool on Table Story? I don't think I did. Metal Gear 3 remake got announced as well. Gary, can I show you something? I'm about to do something, and I need you to know that I'm not proud of it, but also it's everything the child me wanted. Look at this, guys. I can just move the chair. I got a swivel butt. I got a swivel on the bottom of it so that I can just move it around. I can get out of the chair. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I gotta reach over for this book, okay? I gotta get up for this book. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Here. All this is for you, Gary. Okay. My back. I'm here. All right. This is not so bad. I feel like, you know, I do have to kind of sort of fix the camera situation, but this isn't the worst setup, you know? I hope that was a cry of excitement. Look what arrived! Can you see it okay? I gotta take the plastic off. Gary, are you ready? I waited to open this for you. Cool. Gary's like, PB, I don't give a fuck. Okay, hold on. Oh, you know what else? Trench told me that something is coming out this year, and I'm ordering it immediately. It's dragons for the new D&D. The audacity of life to not let me open this. I'm not getting up to get scissors. Are you kidding me? Do I have anything sharp enough to do this here within reach? Don't do it. Your teeth. Dungeon Delves, an anthology of dragon adventures. That's it. That's it. So right before I went live, I had both cats here hanging out. I had one kitty here licking my shirt because it's made out of a material he really likes, I guess. He's fucking weird, man. And Pumpkin was sat right here. I couldn't move. I was like, I'll just hit the go live button. You guys will love it. Okay, hold on. Okay. It's happening! I got the alt cover too. You guys got me obsessed with the alt covers. I'm sorry, look at this Ouroboros / yin yang. Will they, won't they, enemies to lovers cover. Look at that. Oh my God, yes. All right, we are opening it now. I mostly wanted it for the dragon art. And also because I have a very distinct memory of going through the bestiary or the monster manual for 3.5, I think. Maybe it was the second edition. I don't know, but I remember going through the monster manual with my sister, with Sister Berry. And we just laid on the floor and we were going through the monster manual like, oh, look at this dragon. And I very specifically remember us. How did you know your sister was autistic? We were going through the the dragons. And then we were talking about why the types didn't work properly, or like in our head and with magic and what we imagine magic to be, like what would our reclassification would be. Should have known then, but it was fun as hell. And so I just like have a very fond memory of doing that with her. And so that's also why I got the monster manual for the new Dungeons and Dragons book. I didn't get the player's handbook and I didn't get the Dungeon Master's Guide. I just wanted the monster manual But then when I heard there was like a whole book just about dragons, I was like, well, fuck, I gotta do that. I gotta do a dragon game, guys. Nobody's gonna run me in a dragon game, so I gotta do it. Is that my next long form show? I just do a standard D&D game? Crystal dragons. Oh wow, they have maps. They have old school maps in here. Copper dragons. Look at this. Woo! .3.5 had the Dracomacon, a whole monster manual for just dragons. Really? I did not know that. So it definitely wasn't that. But it was I feel like it was my dad's book. So it had to have been second edition because my dad was a second. Oh my God. Have I told you the story about how I discovered Dungeons and Dragons? I don't think I have. Okay. So you guys know that I was not allowed anywhere near anything remotely magical because of how I grew up, right? We're all on the same page there. Extremely religious upbringing is a great way to say that. So we'll just go there, okay? Now, my dad, we would spend half the year with my dad and half the year with my mom. Not even half the year, but we would spend a significant amount of time with my dad, and then half the year with my mom. So while I was spending some time in the summer with my dad, it was me and my sister, which is Sisterberry, because I know I have PB lore time. Yeah, so I have 3 sisters. 2 are technically half sisters from my mom remarrying, but we don't consider it that. So I have 3 sisters total. But just so you understand, timeline wise, it's just me and my sister at the time. She's 2 years younger than me. And we are, I'm hesitating because I don't want to lol. I literally was like, I don't want to make my parents look bad. And yet here I am talking about like, okay, it's fine. You know the thing of like, I'm about to tell a story and it's going to make them look bad. And then just like smash cut to all the other stories I've told. Oh my God. Okay. So I had to have been like 12 years old. So my sister's 2 years younger than me. We're flying by ourselves on the airplane and we're home alone. We're home alone here. And this is important to the story because we were being fucking nosy. We were being dipshits. And we were rummaging through my dad's closet, as kids do, I guess. And instead of fucking porn, instead of a porn stash, I find like 13 Dungeons and Dragons books. Like just tucked in the back of the fucking closet. It's like a full edition. He had all the psionic stuff too, you know? Like he had the full range of that because he fucking loves that shit. And I was like, what is this? So my sister and I start reading it. And we're like, oh my God, it's Dungeons and Dragons. And we're not idiots. Like we've heard about our dad plays D&D. And just like, oh my God, we were freaking the fuck out. Porn would be acceptable, but that devil stuff. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I think my dad would have had it out on the bookshelf because when we went out to look at the bookshelf, there's a huge spot where it wasn't. So my dad was like kindly hiding it in his closet because he knew if we found it and told mom would freak the fuck out about it, right? And then whatever. That is significantly less traumatizing than finding porn. I feel like my dad had porn mags out by his like chair. Like I feel like I definitely saw a porn mag and was like, oh, okay, Dad, whatever. Like, I feel like I saw that and he had that out in the open more so than he had like the D&D. Anyway, so we found these books and we're pouring through these books. And my dad comes home and, you know, she's like in the other room and my dad's come home now and I say, hey, Dad, I feel so bad because I feel like there was a moment where I knew that he that he thought that I was talking about something else, but I just let it go. But I was like, hey, Dad, I got to talk to you about something kind of serious. And he'd like just come home. So he's like, okay, can I like put my bag down? Can I like sit down? And I was like, yeah. So he like, puts his bag down and he like, sits down in his chair in the living room. And I'm just like, so I found something of yours. And I feel like the emotions going through this man, dude, ex-military too. So he did have guns, but I fucking knew better. I'm not, and they're all locked up anyway and the ammo separate, like he was very good gun safety, but I don't care about guns. So I'm not like trying to go through, but I'm sure he was like, oh my God, they found the guns. Oh my God. They, I don't know what else he had. Cause boy, the motherfucker looked so terrified. We need to talk energy. See me after class. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, so I found something of yours and I don't know how to bring it up or how to talk about it. Cause remember, extremely religious thing. So I couldn't just be like, whatever. Anyway, so he's like, honey, you can tell me anything. Like, what's going on? And I was just like, okay, well, I don't want you to be mad that I went, because all these things that I'm thinking as a kid, not only did I go through your closet, but I found a thing and now I have the audacity to ask you some questions about it. And he's just like, honey, what is it? Eventually, like, it's okay. You can tell me whatever it is. And I was like, will you GM for us? And the fucking look on his face, he was just like, and then he just did the full head back, full throat laughter, like just screaming, laughing at the top of his lungs. Like, what? And I said, we found your we found your Dungeons and Dragons books. And we want to play so badly, we won't tell Mom. And he's just like fucking rolling. But also I have very fond, my dad's not perfect. No one is perfect. And he did a lot of stuff wrong, but this is a very, very fond memory I have of him. Uh-oh. Where his eyes lit up like he was a fucking kid again, dude. And he got right up from his chair and he went into the closet. My sister's still fucking hiding in there. Gets all the books out and then sets them down on the table and is like, okay, so you need character sheets. And that's how I learned how to play D&D. My dad taught me how to play D&D and he was a fucking amazing DM, dude. Spoiled for my first experience. I played before you laugh, you're right to laugh, okay? I just need you to know it's fine if you laugh. I tried to play an assassin. And I wouldn't kill anyone. I had to know why. Which is actually a very good sign, right? I feel like that type of logic is imperative when you're trying to exit a cult-like environment. You need to be able to ask why. And I needed to know why people wanted to be murdered. But also, please note that I read a lot of fantasy books as well. So I read The Storm Silverhand and Elminster and stuff like that. I was like, huge into reading those books. So I knew what the Harper's Guild was. All that to say, I knew what the Harper's Guild was, okay? So I am doing all this stuff. And then I got tested to go kill someone. And I was like, okay, I will do it. And guys, when I tell you for the first time, I tried to, I actually did it. I rolled perfectly. I snuck into the barracks. I killed a guy. I assassinated him. I got out and I was like, yes, I finally did it. And my sister was like, don't do it. Don't do it, dude. You don't know what they've done. And I was like, I'm an assassin. This is what I do. And I talked myself into doing it. And then eventually it was revealed it was the fucking Harper's Guild. And they were testing me and I didn't make it because I killed the guy without asking questions. And I cried. I was like, what? It was the Harper's Guild. But anyway, yep. It was good. I mean, I deserved it. But also, man, it was a really cool experience. It was a really, really cool experience. We played the Sunless Citadel. Did anybody else play that module? You know what? That's what I should do. That's what I should do. And it was full on. I should run the Sunless Citadel, but do what my dad did. It's you guys know The Princess Bride, where he's like, my grandpa just did all the good parts and skipped all the shit. That's exactly what my dad did. My dad homebrewed that fucking module because I got it several years after that and was reading through the module and I was like, oh, we did this, but we kind of did it different or whatever. And yeah, he just kind of, he went with the flow and yeah, it was good. It was really, really good. But I do have very fond memories of the like panic when I was like, I want to talk to you about something, and then the relief, and then the excitement, and then and we just like had books out all over the table as we were able to go through it and ask him questions. And yeah, the module is in the 5e in Tales from the Yawning Portal book. They changed it. They ported it. It was a collection of reprinted classic adventures. I feel like you ran that as a quick one-shot-ish with us in high school. I may have. I don't think I ran much in high school, right? I remember doing, like, I did the, the one where, Sister Berry and Ibex called me at, 3 in the morning to be like, oh my God. And I thought they had died in a car crash. Not died, but I thought they had been in a car accident. So I know that one. But that wasn't like D&D. I feel like Todd ran us in D&D, maybe, or tried. I think we tried to play D&D quite a few. I tried to play it a couple times more after that moment, but it was either just like really slow or everyone was trying to learn, and it wasn't the same feeling that I had, where it was like narrative, collaborative storytelling and, that kind of thing. And I would get bored pretty easily. Because it'd be like 4 hours and you've got snacks, and if rolling isn't happening, I got to get up and like move around and stuff like that. Like I needed to be somewhat a little bit more fast paced, which is awful, but true. Welcome back, peeps. Thank you. I'm feeling pretty good today. I did a pretty intense swim. So I'm like feeling it in my muscles and in my back at the moment, but it's not a pain. It's like it's the physio where you ache, but it's good. Like you're supposed to kind of push yourself a little bit. Anyway, I'm very excited about this book. So in terms of streams, I don't know what you guys want to do, but I have been thinking about a lot of different things we could try. I could read to you. I could just like lay back in my fucking chair and read to you what I'm reading currently. I can, we can play some games with a controller until the keyboard thing gets here. Was I playing Fallout with a controller? I don't think I was. I used to love swimming. I have refallen in love. Can we do cat pets? Well, my cats are sleeping, it looks like, at the Mo. Ugh. Ask your dad to GM your dragon game on Table Story. Could you imagine? No, I can't do that. He's like full MAGA hat, dude. I get frustrated talking to him. I have to have I have hard lines where I'm like, Dad, we cannot talk about this. If you start to talk about this, I start to get upset because you currently conflicts with the man that taught me about racism when I was younger. Like, how is this coming out of the same? And you're ruining my memory of you. Stop speaking. Can you play Bazaar? Yeah. So I can play Bazaar because it only requires the left click. So we could do some Bazaar. We can play some Final Fantasy because I use the controller for that. I can show you guys what I've been up to. What? He went through that and he's MAGA? I'm so sorry. Well, yeah. Yeah. But also he was a Marine. So that I think sometimes happens. They can't shut up no matter how kind and firm you are. I know. But here's the thing is my dad is also the one who kind of really encouraged my critical thinking as a kid. And so he'd be like, you need to have discussions where you're challenged and upset and thinking about it. It means you're passionate about it. I'm like, no. No. Yes, but no. I finished Will of the Many, and that was excellent. Yep, you're right. Okay. Which part? Also, thank you so much for the resub. We could do some Animal Crossing, because Animal Crossing is a game I play with controllers. We can do a bunch of stuff, basically. And I think what might be fun is I don't have Animal Crossing set up, but what I can do is I can set it up over the next couple of days here. And we can just vote every morning on what we feel like doing for a couple of hours. I know I probably can't stream for the full 4 hours right now. We're gonna start today with 2, and we're gonna do that for a little bit until I feel like I can go longer than that. Oh, I missed you guys too. I missed you too, Stu. Like, streaming has become such a like part of my routine where like I have something happen and I want to tell you guys about it. I want to like share the story. And when I don't get to do that, it just felt weird, okay? It felt like I've been on another planet for 2 weeks. How long have I even been gone? Because it feels like a month and a half to me. But I think it's only been like 3 weeks. Only. That's a long time to be gone for stream. But yeah, 22 days. Oh my God, that's so long. That's so long. That's 3 weeks, right? I can math. It's been 9 years. Yeah, it's been brutal. I did see what you left in the Discord. The Sparks image. It was crazy. Like I knew exactly who it was before I even read the description. I was like, whoa. If I can make a joke about avoiding Fallout 3 for now, the pavement has too many cracks. Well, that would be my mom, not me. But yes, you are correct. I think I can just try Fallout with the controller. I need to know what happens. That's the other thing. It stopped at like the worst fucking time for us. It's the blade itself. Okay, yeah. It's really good, you guys. It's really good so far. Nothing crazy has happened yet. But I was thinking like, so obviously I don't want to read an entire book because, you know, they've got audiobook narrators that do that kind of thing. And I don't want to take away from that experience. But also, I think previews are super cool. So I could read the bit where I am, you know, every 4 days or something like that. We just do a little reading stream, like maybe on Mondays. And we just read for a couple of hours and then, or maybe read towards the end of the day. I'm not sure. We'll see. The first Law series is fantastic. Yeah, like, listen, when I tell you that guy, the limp guy, how I don't know how else to explain it without spoiling. The torturer, that guy. He's creepy. Like, they did a really good job making him, or the author did a really good job making that guy creepy in the first 2 pages that you're introduced to him. Like, holy shit. It's one of the first series I read through completely. Yeah. Oh, yes, very, yeah. I mean, how do we feel about that? Am I an asshole for reading a book to you guys? I guess so, because it's like, where it gets tricky, right, is like the fact that there are subs on the channel. If there wasn't, then it would be fine. Because it's just us in the library and I'm now the teacher that's reading to you. You know? But I think it's probably fine if I do a chapter or 2 and then we're done with that book, unfortunately, and I don't read to you again until I'm on a new book. And maybe I just read like the first 2 or 3 chapters of every book that I start. Oh, Lucid! Thank you so much for the raid. Podcasts on books exist. So what do they do? Week, can I ask you? Do they read a little bit and then talk about it? Oh, Lucid, thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, hi. I have been gone for 22 days, okay? Because I pulled a muscle in my... Well, that's not pulling a muscle. A slip disc is not the same thing. But I have had a back injury. And so I'm back because I got a chair that allows me to... It's a lazy boy. It's a recliner. It's an old lady recliner. And it will allow me to stream again for longer than... She got her back blown out. Okay, listen. Here's what I need. I need everyone to come up with their own reason as to what has happened, and we'll vote on it. And every day we'll tell people a different answer. I know that pain all too well. It's brutal, Lucid. It's brutal. She was attacked by a bear. Well, people know that that's not real. You have to like put it in just the right amount of realism. You know? She got hit by a car again. Could you imagine? Or is it? Yeah. She was mocked by a werebear. Read to us. I am rereading the Diaries of a Murder Bot. Oh yeah, I heard that they were making a movie out of that. Here's the thing, is that I need chill stuff that we can do for a little bit. Because I will also be on meds too. So there's gonna come a time where I'm just like, you know, I'm telling you right now, the energy for the next, you know, couple weeks is gonna be like, I'm very excited to see you guys and talk to you guys and be back. So I'm like very animated and, you know, oh my God. But, and then I haven't taken any meds either. So as soon as I take some meds, here's the thing. Does anybody know if I can give like access to the stream to one of my mods? Like, for example, if I fall asleep, if I take my meds and I'm chilled and we're playing Final Fantasy and I fall asleep, can somebody turn the stream off? I think the editor role can kill the stream. Okay, we'll have to look into that because I can get in trouble for sleeping on stream, can't I? Otherwise, I'd just leave it and it'd be fucking hilarious, you know? Oh, we can? Yeah. Isn't it a category now? If it's a category and it doesn't matter, then I don't care. They can just move me into the category where it's like a fucking dumbass fell asleep while playing Final Fantasy. And we can have like a fucking timer going. A fucking nap timer. Oh. The category is called I'm Just Sleeping. No, it's not. Is it really? Annie, I believe you. It is. No. Okay. Then it doesn't matter. We're good. There are people who sleep on stream and we want to know if you snore. So I never used to snore. But Acorn will be jealous. Why will Acorn be jealous? I love her, by the way. Come watch this dumbass old lady who fell asleep playing Final Fantasy. Yeah. Yep. And I can't wait for them to change the stream title to that. It's just clickbait. Final Fantasy was so boring the streamer fell asleep. People come in yelling at me. And it's like, no, I have a back injury and I'm on some heavy duty medication that knocks me the fuck out. PB becomes PN, pumpkinberry naps. Yeah, PBN. We just have this little like PBN. More like don't tell Squeenix she fell asleep playing Final Fantasy. I know. I think it might be best to check because the rules are against losing consciousness for meds and such. Oh, really? Well, I mean, it's not like the meds are making me lose like it's... So I think there are rules for like don't drink to the point of blacking out and don't... It's like self-harm. This isn't self-harm. This is the opposite of self-harm. This is making sure that I don't end up with chronic pain. But, you know, you can't trust people to have logic and use critical thinking. Oh. 4 or 5 different jokes went through my head there. Decided against it. Yeah, it might be what I'm thinking of, but you're right. Sav can tell you stories about me falling asleep while playing Final Fantasy. Listen, I have also fallen asleep playing some Final Fantasy. I think I did it in the same dungeon twice. Twice over these period of, 22 days. Kirsty, have you been counting the days or did you just do the math in your head just then? During a dungeon? Yes, but I was with NPCs before you freak out. I would never do that with other people, playing with other people. But I've been going through the story doing whenever I get to a dungeon, I do it with NPCs. So I fell asleep. It says 22 days ago on your last stream. Listen, Kirsty, did you have to fucking just shit all over? I just looked at the screen, peeps. I just read the screen. I did just re-download Final Fantasy IV. Ugh. You also said it's been 22 days earlier. I only said that because she told us how long it had been. But she just looked at the fucking thing. She knew. Because she can read. Oh, also, guys. Staff just finished Final Fantasy 1 and started Final Fantasy 2. I haven't played those. I think we did Tactics. Did we do 4 and 6? I don't know. I can't remember anymore. Ooh. Oy. Yes, it was 4 and 6. Okay, that sounds about right. Fucking great. Kane and Cecil. Ooh. This is a good song. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to tell you guys. So right before the injury happened, I had decided I would GM Dinah and B from Wild RP. My friends from Wild RP and Tuesday Gray. But mostly it was for Dinah. I think I told you guys this. Because Dinah had never played D&D before. But always wanted to. But it was like pure survival mode that she didn't in high school. Lest she be destroyed. So right before the injury, I was like, oh, I will GM once a month this offline game that we'll record sessions for and maybe play it on stream at some point for you guys in the world of Mirth. And so that's what we're listening to right now, is we're listening to that soundtrack that I made for that show, because I treat everything the same way. And that was what I tested the chair out on last night. I did a 2-hour session. Actually, it was technically 1. But we were there chatting before and a little bit after. So I'd say about 2 hours in the chair. And it's great. That was the second session. Unfortunately, even though I had recorded and hit record, it wouldn't allow me to save the second session. So we don't have that recorded, but we have the first one, and we're going to continue to record the rest of them. And everybody's okay with me sharing it here on the stream. So we'll do that. And then I thought it would be super fun. So I'm going to be doing like some world building with them and things like that. But there's also some things that I want to surprise them with. And I thought that would be kind of a fun thing that we do during the Mirth streams as well, where it's just like we just hang out and build some stuff in the world of Mirth together, to kind of like, to surprise them with. But yeah, so that's something I'm doing. What else? Oh, I cried my eyes out in the pool shower because I ran into the nice old man at the gym again before your injury. Wait, which old man at the gym? Oh, you mean the guy who made me cry because his wife had died? Yeah. I haven't seen him since because I think, he goes to the gym and I go to the pool. And it just so happened that he was there at the pool. But yeah, you guys, it was crazy. He was just, he had just mentioned that he was down at the pool to talk to somebody at the pool because they knew his late wife. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And he's like, yeah, she just helps me with the loss, with my grief, I think. And then he just said, we were married 54 years and did everything together. Like, I think we maybe spent, a week apart in the whole time we were together. And when we got married, she was 16 and I was like, oh God, oh God, oh God. And I was 17. Okay. Everything's fine again. And, and we were together for a really long time and blah, blah, blah. And then he was just like, and now she's just gone. And I was like, well, keep it together. Keep it together. And I, had the conversation, and then I went into the shower and cried my eyes out. I was just like, Expedition 33 is calling me loudly. Wait, there's a new expedition? I play that game with the controller. What's the new expedition? Guys, I've been away from games. Expedition 33 is fucking amazing. What is it about? Bones. I just started it. 33. Hey, Robo. Thank you so much for that resub. I appreciate it. It's not No Man's Sky. It's a separate game. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm Googling. We're going to Google. You know what else is out? Okay. Hold on. There are a couple of other games that I've been told we need to play. Blueprints, was it? The South game? Oh God. Blueprints, yes. Okay. Ooh. Whoa. That looks crazy. Do I want to know what it's about? Or do I want to just get it and play it? I don't want to watch the trailer, do I? Blind play. Okay. All right. I will add it to my list. Can you play with a controller? I'm putting it right here. Okay, I don't want to see anything. I would like to... Oh my God, my back. Okay, we're going to adjust here in a second, guys. I'm leaning forward to reach the keyboard and stuff, and I can't do that. Okay, add to wish list. There were two... Okay, I'm going to do Blueprints too while I'm here. Blueprints... Lean back, bitch. Here, put this in your face so you can't lean forward. Okay. Add to wish list. Oh, Jesus. That is way too fucking in my face. God damn it. Okay. Kez is back too. Kez! Hello! Where's my YouTube chat? Oh my God, Kez, I'm so sorry if you've been talking to me and I missed it. Vampire therapist, that seemed to be your thing. Yeah, that looks cool. What was the one that was... I think I already have that on my wish list. You can watch the trailer for Expedition 33. I don't think so. A couple of people have been like, don't watch it, which is my jam. So we're not going to do that. However, isn't there... There's one that is our shit, you guys. South of Midnight. South of Midnight. Guys. South of Midnight. We have to play this like immediately, okay? Holy shit. Definitely don't watch the Blueprints trailer and just play it. Okay. Can I play that with controller? The trailers for Expedition 33 do. Okay. Okay. This is good and this is exciting. Do you guys want to vote on which one we do first? I imagine Expedition 33 is longer. So I think we go Blueprints or South of Midnight first. And then we go for Expedition 33 after. And then we return to Fallout. I'm so sorry, but I've been playing Fallout with a keyboard. So we got to wait for it to come back. All right. 2 seconds. I have to sit up again and I'm going to adjust. I'm going to adjust myself. Okay. Blueprints can be much longer. Well, then should we do South of how many? That's a really good point, guys. That's a really good point. So we may want to do South of Midnight first if it's got a shorter playtime, and then we switch to Blueprints. Can somebody who doesn't mind Google the time? South of Midnight is 10 to 16. Okay, I thought you played Fallout with the controller. Did I, crazy? I don't think I did for this one. I don't think I played Fallout 3 with the controller. All I know is we've got a ways left on Fallout 3, and I'm fine for that. But these games, I really want to play them. It depends on how good you are at remembering things, note-taking. Do I need a notebook for this game? It's a puzzle game, then. Okay. Wrong button. Yes. Okay, cool. Then that's exciting. I can't wait to be doing that while on medication. Blueprints is 15 to 40 hours. That's crazy. Okay. Then I think the call to make is South of Midnight, and then we do Blueprints, and then we go back to Fallout. And I know that those of you are like Blueprints, you're freaking out. I promise you that you will, you're going to enjoy South of Midnight. I've been eyeing this game for long. It's absolutely our shit. Anybody who was in the Wild RP fucking Devil's Arc, this is it, man. I'm pretty sure you were playing it on keyboard. I feel like I was, for sure. Which is fine, because I have a thing that's coming so that I can use my keyboard again. So don't worry about it. It won't be that way forever. But I do think Fallout... Well, maybe I'm just being a negative Nelly. I was going to say, I don't think that Fallout is really conducive for just an hour and a half to 2 hours. Like, I usually want to sit down and play that for a full 4. Okay, how long have we been live? An hour? And I feel like a puzzle game or something, I could play an hour of that. I think we've been live for about an hour. I'm feeling it a little bit. I've been dying to play some South of Midnight, so I'll have to dip so I can go in blind, but I'm excited for you to play. Yeah, it looks excellent. You might have a day or two, because what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. I'm going to try, guys. I'm going to try to GM Don't Die. Which I'm actually realizing now might not be possible, because that goes for 3 hours. If you start Blueprints, you better have a good 4 hours set aside. Okay, then we need to be smart. We need to make the good decision for us and do South of Midnight, because I need to be able to go 2 hours is maximum. And then that's it for a little bit. And we'll try that every day. It'll be like our physio, you know? Does that count? While not dying. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I might message them and say I can do 2 hours and then we have to chat for an hour maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I told them I really wanted to try though. I miss it, you guys. But I will say something. I have to say something. I have realized like just how much of like my life, my social, like everything is wrapped up in like kind of being here, you know, at the computer. I can't even use my standing desk and stand. That's how brutal this fucking back injury is. I can stand for like 5 minutes maximum, and then I gotta lay down. Can I show you something crazy though? Hold on. You're not ready for this. You're not ready for this. Guys. It goes all the way back. I can turn completely this way, lay down, and which is exactly what I'm going to do once the stream is over. Or alternatively, if we switch to a game with a controller, which we probably need to do about now, I can lay back and like turn the cam off and fully relax. Yeah, hard agree. Okay, Blueprints is a well time divided game. The only thing making sustenance longer is your own addiction to it. I'm no stranger to that. But here's the thing is that I don't want to be addicted to it and be like, I'm fine and push myself further than I need to. This week, we got to do 2 hours maximum. And one of those hours I should be laid back. We'll stop you. Yeah. But I think we could do South of Midnight, 2 hours, and then I can relax, and then we'll have that game done in about a week, and then we'll switch to Blueprints. I'm very excited about this. I'm into this, you guys. I think this will be a lot of fun. We will all just stop chatting after 2 hours. Yeah. Here's the thing too, is that as I start getting back into streaming again, oh my God, I have to, I have to lean this back up because this is killing me. Ugh. What was I saying? Oh, I have 2 windows of time where I can go for my swim. So the first time is 9 in the morning and the second time is 11 a.m. So if I miss my morning 9 a.m. swim, then the stream will begin around 1 o'clock. So we're going to have, you just got to bear with me while I'm trying my hardest to make sure that I hit the 9 a.m., but I cannot miss my physio at all. So if I miss it at 9, then I'm going to have to not stream at 11 and I'll stream at like 1, but we'll still do the 2 hours. So, and I'll still be there for your work day. I just might be there after lunch. So I'm excited to be back. I really, really miss streaming. I missed you guys a lot. I have been going out of my fucking mind here. What were you saying with the social life? Oh yeah, like I can't really, like, I've had to just stop everything pretty much, I GM and I was doing it twice a week, and then I took on like a third thing that I was going to do once a month. I was playing, if you go back, so right before the back injury, it was like I would stream with you guys, take a quick break, I'd role play for another 3-4 hours, and it's just like this realization of I am at my desk here in this space for such a long amount of time, and it's made me realize, like, and before you freak out, okay, it's made me realize, like, what types of things I prioritize. Like, don't get me wrong, I fucking love, I love the role play. I love Wild RP. I love that a lot. But if I had to choose between normal stream, fucking around with you guys, and that, it's this, for sure. No doubt in my mind. Just because, like, we laugh a lot. There's a lot of creative fulfillment that I get, from the improv and the role play and stuff like that. But, I get to see new games. I get to try new things. So that's something interesting. Yeah. Well, it wasn't even a thought. Play with new players. Well, there's also like and maybe this is because of the way that I would approach, role play and Wild RP, where I wasn't always talking to you guys and, hanging out with you guys, talking about something that just happened in a game, or, that kind of stuff is like really important part of my day. Like, it makes my day better. So exactly. I'm at my desk at 11 and I'm at my desk at 1. Whatever time is best for you. Thanks, Christine. I appreciate it. Mallow, that Gibbon emote. Listen, I can't actually think about it too much. Because I realized that, like, I don't even want to know where the fucking story in Guarma is right now. because I had to disappear, dude. Would Delilah have abruptly left like that? No, but I had to, and I can't think about how many people I've like let down, or I just can't think about that because I cannot be here. You know, I had to make a decision, and it's like, you know, I lurk well at work all day, so anytime you're on, I'll be here. Yeah, desks are even better if you're with your friends at your desk. Desks, I need you to know that you're like, you're referred to outside of this stream. Like, what was I doing the other day where I said something? I think it was either Trench or Miranda. I think it was Trench. I think Trench was just like, desks pops up out of nowhere to be like, yeah, and comment on your desk or something like that. But yeah, much love. We could do like non-effort streams where we hang out and chat about storytelling and games and rest. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking, Polly. Like, the world is our oyster. We could sit here and have coffee for, 2 hours. It's not a big deal. And we'll slowly get back up to normal. I've been writing. Now. I've been writing. I don't know if I want to tell you guys much more. But listen, in my like, that's exciting. It is exciting. What you're writing. It's a fucking fantasy book. Me. Fantasy. It's just like I was going crazy, right? I couldn't do Wild RP. I couldn't do like any of the creative stuff that I was doing. And so there I was, sitting, laying on my little couch, typing on one of my fucking keyboards I made with my little iPad. And I'm like, would you guys want to know how many, not the rule book? No, because here's why, Aqua. Listen, I told myself, I was like, I am not allowed to work on me. I'm not allowed, I say to myself. I'm not allowed to work on any fiction writing until I finish my rulebook writing. But all my rulebook writing is here on this computer. And it's like in InDesign and stuff like that. So I should still be able to... thank you, Mallow! I should still be able to work on like my rule book now that I'm able to kind of like get back to the computer a little bit. And I promise you, it is my dream, and I'm telling you guys this, I want to finish the rule book this year, 2025. Oh my God, we're already in April. We're already in May. Let's be real. It is my dream to have that rule book on my fucking bookshelf. I want that in a physical format. That is my dream. Okay? Don't say that. Don't say what? That it's my dream? It is my dream. It's been my dream since I ran Nocturne. So I definitely want to get it done this year. My anxiety spikes that were already in May. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, it is my dream to do that. And here's the thing, is that I want to get it done to the point where it's like 90% done, where all that's left is maybe some copy editor goes through and double check stuff, but really I kind of want that done too. I want the writing done, and then we can kickstart it. And then I just throw all of that fucking money at the artists I have in my head, and they make it beautiful, and then we get it printed. Like, I don't want to do that thing because everyone's like, just kickstart it now and blah, blah, blah. I can't. The pressure will fucking kill me. I want it done so that I can be like, here, guys, it's the system. Now we just got to get the art and get it printed somewhere so we can have like a hard copy. Is the protagonist 5'10" and a blonde-headed woman? No. Of my fantasy book? No. So anyway, so here's the thing. I was like, is that what you do, Christine? Shit. Here's the other thing. I know that I want artists, like I want Super Mega, who did art while Nocturne was going. Which artist did you have in mind? Super Mega Punch, Unchechio, Newt, Stevie Ray Drawn, obviously Murgles, basically people in the community. I want it to be community made as much as possible. Paid. not free labor. Everyone gets paid, but it's like people who know Nocturne or know me and like, you know, love the rule book and love, you know, pay no one. That's that. Yeah. But I know that some people are like community made to be like not paying people, but that's not at all what I mean. But yeah, that is what I do. Editing is my day job, but I freelanced before too. Okay. That is good to know. That is really cool. I'm writing that down right now so that I don't forget. Perfect. So then that solves that then. Perfect. Amazing. So I want to get the chunk of writing done, then we'll worry about getting it printed. But basically what I had told myself was you can't write any other fiction until you get your book done, until you get your writing done. And I was like, okay, but I've also been feeling like, you know, I've been feeling okay. All right, you ready? I've been feeling on fucking fire in roleplay lately. Like the shit that comes out of my mouth, I'm like, what the fuck? And so I've been like, I'm gonna, you know what? I think I'm ready to write some fiction again. I haven't written in a very long time. I mean, I write for like, you know, GMing and roleplay. So I'll write like little scenes and then read those little scenes. But I've been feeling like, writing fiction might be good. You know, it might be a good thing to try. Anyway, I'm sitting here. I'm fucking on medication. I can't move. I'm in a lot of pain. I play Final Fantasy, but there's only so much Final Fantasy I can play, you know, before I'm like, I'm going crazy. So then I was like, why don't I just write a stupid little story? You know, why don't I just write a dumb little hero's journey? Okay. Like I know all the beats. Let's just do it. Who cares? You know, it's just getting it out. You know, it doesn't have to be crazy, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, I'm like, ooh, but then what if I'm like writing and I'm like, ooh, what is this? What is happening here? And, you know, and so it's kind of grown into something. I was like, I'm not going to give a shit about this. And then it's a 3-part series. It is, bro. Listen, okay? It is. All right. Says that and then becomes crazy. Well, here's the thing. I fell in love with the characters. 150,000 words later. I finished the beginning. Well, so here's the thing. I've just been like, I think I approach writing a story the way I approach GMing. So I'm approaching it differently than like every other fucking YouTube video I've seen about how to approach writing a story, like a novel. They're like, don't do this. And I'm like, that's exactly what I'm doing. But I like it and I'm having fun. So I'm not going to change it. And the way that I've been doing it is like, I sat down, I had this fucking thing. So I was like, what do I want to write about? What's something I don't really care about writing? Fantasy. Okay, I'm going to write fantasy. And then it was just like, and this one particular scene came into my brain and I was like, okay, I'm just going to write that. And then that it came out and I was like, oh my God, I love this. And then I asked, okay, but where are they now? And then I would write. And then I basically write that little bit and then I finish. And then I go, well, what do I want to know next? And then I go, okay, it's this. And I will read it to you. Do you guys want me to? I will read you the prologue. I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but I'm like 11,000 words into this stupid little book. And that's its working title right now, guys. We're going to call it Stupid Little Book. Okay. But I will. Yes, please. Okay. I will read to you the prologue of Stupid Little Book. SLB. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Hold on. Stupid Little Book, the movie. Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing, though. I have to play music. We're we're going to play some music as well, and I'm going to hide myself because I don't like reading in front of people. Nocturne 2, stupid little book. Here, I'll go over here. I don't know if I'm allowed to play some of these. I know I can play this one. And yes, some of it is the Kingmaker's soundtrack. Oh, God. Okay, well, prepare yourselves. Also, before we start, let me just remind myself, we're playing South of Midnight starting, or not tomorrow, Monday, right? God, I don't want to go 4 full days without talking to you guys again. But I can't stream tomorrow if I'm doing Don't Die, because I'm really supposed to be at about 2 hours. Saturday, I don't normally stream. I could maybe try. And then I GM on Sunday. I should probably be good and just go, we tried this, and I'm GMing on 2 days this week. So we'll give myself time, and then we'll come back on Monday. So Monday, we're gonna start to play South of Midnight. Okay? All right. The earth held the shape of war long after the fires had gone cold. The golem stood where the hillside curved inward, his body caught between the broken earth and the sky above. One arm hung loosely at his side, the shoulder twisted, the slate-like ball joint worn and weary. A jagged crack marred his chest plate, deep and clean, neither new nor healed. The land below was uneven and equally scarred. It, too, had been broken by a battle it could not forget. The golem's eyes were hollow, the sockets deep and dark against the stone of his face. Inside, faint embers stirred, tiny, pulsing flames that flickered yet held no heat. The light they cast was not bright, but steadfast. Barely enough light to catch the cracks that spread through the stone around them. The glow never shifted, nor flared. It simply hung, suspended in the air, unbothered by time, undisturbed by the wind that whipped through the valley. In the center of each amber flicker, a tiny black circle, an iris, perhaps, remained fixed on the slopes before him. It didn't change, didn't expand or contract, but simply sat there, suspended in the quiet amber pulse, marking the passage of time, the earth's silent heartbeat. The very land had once kindled this fire, and never let it go. He was the last. There had been others, but the earth had risen in soft, lopsided piles and devoured their shapes. Nothing remained but the places they had once been, softened by moss and stone. The land had taken them, not in violence, but in its inevitable pull, as it did all things. In the distance, stones lay scattered across the valley, a constellation of what remained of his kin. No birds stirred above. No cry broke the silence. The air was still. For half a century, amidst the land's moss-covered scar tissue, the golem wept. The stone along the ridge still bore the soot lines of command posts. Dark, broken ribs of bent, rusted metal where scaffolds had once stood. Wind no longer scattered ash. Instead, it circled low and slow, folding dust into shallow spirals and letting it fall again. A banner rod jutted from the soil, its base twisted and swollen, fused into the ground below. Its flag had long since burned away. The land had begun to heal, but it was a slow, quiet thing. New growth spread, but its reach faltered, as if it could not find the strength to grow, to reach beyond the cracks in the earth. Its rhythm was wrong, dragged down by a shadow in the soil that had not yet lifted. Finally, the golem shifted. His rounded foot moved forward half a step, and a deep rumble rippled through the valley, the groan of something ancient rising. The golem's fingers flexed, stiff and rigid. His working arm moved, but the motion was distant, detached. The joints ground softly, unused to action. When his foot lifted, the earth beneath stirred but did not rise. The edges of the footprint darkened, the soil pressing down, but the growth that should have come, the moss, the creeping tendrils, was slow, muted. Pale buds unfurled, but their edges curled back, hesitant and weak. They did not reach. They did not grow. A pull of something too deep, too raw to name, tugged once again at his chest plate, even though it should not have been so. It was a weight that should not have existed, not for a golem, a being meant to hold back time, not become swallowed by it. He looked at the moss again, the hesitant growth under his feet. His foot pressed deeper into the soil, but the earth didn't push back. The golem felt the quiet distance between what was and what should have been. Their names had scattered into the dust, swallowed by time and soil, but not for him. The land moved on, blind to his loss. Wind caught the split in his stone chestplate, and though the golem felt it was so, it had not widened. The horizon stretched thin before him, and in the distance, where the valley began to climb again, the shape of a mountain rose against the sky. The ice on jagged peaks caught the last traces of light, faintly glimmering. The mountains had always been distant, a place where even the golems rarely ventured. The pulsing amber embers of the golem's gaze returned once more to the lumpy valley before fixing on the mountains. But there was nothing there, just the empty stretch of earth between him and what he could no longer reach. It was then that the golem decided to return to the earth, letting the land forget him too, letting everything sink back into silence, into nothing. His silhouette, immense and slow, began to move toward the mountains. The shadows deepened as night fell, swallowing him whole, but still, he moved. That's it. There's like 8 million things that stood out to me as wrong when I reread that, but hey, it's the first draft. So, I wrote that and then I was like, well, okay. Is the golem our hero? I have thoughts and feelings, but I don't want to spoil you. Because, again, originally, I was like, oh, I'll just write something I don't care about. Yeah, okay. Thoughts and feelings in this economy. So there's some of that in here too, I think. Oopsies. Yeah, I got attached to the fucking characters. All 3 of them. There are 3. God damn it. Sure, Jan, yeah. And so here's what happened. So I went, okay, I wrote that. And then I asked myself questions. Okay, like, well, you know, what happened? Why are all of his kin gone? Why is he the last one? And so then I was thinking about that. And then I ended up thinking like, oh, this is a cool thing and a cool character to focus on. And this is that arc. And then I was like, I don't know if I can, you know, like if I really take my time and write, then, you know, I don't think I can hit it all in one book. But Stupid Little Story, The Last Golem. That's the working title, Lazy. The movie, the show, the series, yeah. My save doc is called The Last Golem. You hit the nail on the head for sure. There's a certain character to your writing, PB, and that is just comfortably consistent yet pleasantly unexpected. What? Like it sounds like it is what it should be, and yet even when I anticipate a direction, there are little bits that catch my brain in a wonderful way. Oh my God, Polly, fuck off. But here's the thing. I would like once a month if you guys just check in with me, because I am getting to the point where I'm getting super self-conscious about it, which is crazy because I read the prologue to you guys, which is against everything in my brain. Like, don't do that, because then you're just going to be like, oh God, you know, now people know it exists. But I think letting you know that there it is, and I'm doing a thing. You know, if you guys could like once a month just be like, hey, what's our word count? You know, I think that will help me. Or just check in and be like, hey, how's the writing going? Because I would love to actually, you know, finish it. Discord Writing Club PB. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are, you know, if you guys want that, I think that would be super cool. I don't think I'm going to share too much more until, you know, it's at a place where I feel more comfortable. Like I said, even reading that was like, oh God, I should change this and that. And there's a bit that's a little repetitive. And I don't know if when you read that, you understand that he's hurting in his heart. I'm explaining the wind in the chest plate and the golem thinking that his chest is blown open, but, you know, and that it isn't. But I don't know if that's as clear as I want it to be, you know? So there's some stuff in there where I'm like, oh, I should probably change that and change this. And then also, I don't know. So at some point, wait, are you really writing? I am. Let's see how many words we are in this so far. 11,736 words. I got it. Okay. Well, that's good then. That's good. That's what proofreading is for. That's what Christine is for. So wait, Christine, do you do fiction or nonfiction? I definitely got that from your reading it, but I also didn't read it on paper alone. You're really good at placing meaning in your words. Okay, that might also be a thing. I think the important thing is to start. This is a really good start. Exactly. I think the most important thing is to start, and the second most important thing is to just keep going. And it's been a couple of days since I've written anything because it's gotten to that stage where I'm getting in my own head about it, and I'm like, oh, it's not good enough, or, you know, you're good at maybe a short story or a one scene, but getting from scene to scene, you're not going to be good at, or whatever. It's just like my head is being mean. Which is, I think, in part why I just read it to you guys. Because it's out there now. And now I can't fucking hide from it. I gotta keep going. Because you guys are gonna be like, keep going, baby. It's also just fun. I'm really enjoying it. And I think doing stuff, you know, creatively. Damn it, PB, be nice to yourself. I'm working on it. This is being nice, I think. I read it out loud. Are you kidding me? I would never be able to do that normally. My first go, I got to 15,000 words and lost steam. That's what I've heard. I've heard around the 20,000 mark is disaster. I'm halfway there. I haven't even hit disaster yet. I want our little guy to be happy. Me too. Me too. That's the prologue though, and it doesn't start with him. I'll tell you that in Chechia. I started with a different character. Here's what I will tell you, okay? That little golem cries for 50 years and then goes, I'm gonna go let the earth swallow me whole. And this is now, I think, I've actually done the math and I have the timeline, but I'm pretty sure this is like 125 years later. This is when it starts. So we know our little golem is somewhere sleeping. Did the golem make rivers and valleys with its tears? We'll have to find out. I already feel for this wee guy. Me too. Me too. So that's what happened, dude. So I like wrote this thing and then I was like, a lot of it is the music too. Like I have a playlist if you guys want to listen to it here. This is the playlist I made. So like a lot of it's the music. So I'm like listening to this playlist while I'm writing that fucking prologue bit and I'm just like, ah! you know, and I'm feeling emotional. And then I'm like, I love this guy. I can't just leave him there. So now I need to figure out what happens. And that's basically how I've been approaching the writing process. It's like I write a thing. It's exactly how I GM as well, where I don't necessarily know where the story is going immediately. I have beats in my head that I know I kind of want to hit, but that's all up for change as we go. And I think that is going to give me the power to keep going, where I normally previously when I was younger may have failed. Because I feel like when I was younger, I liked to have my big beats planned out, and then that way I knew how to get from point A to point B. But now I just know I've been GMing improv for so long, improv storytelling for so long, that I trust myself to know I will get there. You know? I love this idea of writing story from multiple unreliable first-person sources as a solution to trick me past that word count barrier. Yeah, or you know what I found very helpful is to ask a question. Like, expect that you don't have all the answers to your world, you know? Even if you find yourself thinking, because this is what I was thinking, like, wow, how does magic work? And blah, blah, blah. And like, you know, what powers this golem? And why can the golem, like, you know, because it's hinted at there that the golem normally would be able to spring life forth from it. Like its footstep is supposed to create moss and flowers and shit as it walks behind it. And so I found myself thinking like, how does magic work in this space? And do I want to just like put it in Din? Do I want to just like put it in a world I already know a little bit about, or at least I know how the magic works and blah, blah, blah. But I very specifically was like, no, I can't do that. This has to be its own thing in its own little space, because if it's too precious, I won't keep working on it. But then it became precious in its own right by itself, you know? But I found it incredibly helpful to just ask myself questions like, what happens next? Well, where is he? Or how does magic work? And then just write that. Or, you know, the main character comes up. Okay, well, you know, where are they from? Okay, awesome. You know, or why do they think this way? And then go back and write the scene that informs that decision, even if you don't end up using it. That's a thing. Outlines activate some kind of innate defiance in me that act more as a barrier. I like having a general idea of where I'm going, but now I have it's weird, but I have an innate faith that the story will tell itself and that I'll get there. And that if I write stuff that I don't end up using, it's okay. It's still writing practice, you know? And it doesn't stress me out to think that I don't know where I'm going exactly, you know? And I think about it like, oh, if this was a movie, what is the next scene that we see here? And then it's just gradually kind of coming to fruition. I'm already hooked. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Moz. That is very helpful because I will write, you know, like knowing that there is someone that cares about the story other than me, it will make it easier for me to trudge through the shit, you know? Maybe narrated audiobook of this when I will 100%, if I'm allowed to do that, I think I am, we'll publish our own audiobook of it when it's done. And you guys can listen to it. Exactly, weak. And it's like, I was thinking to myself, you know, even though I struggle with the writing piece sometimes, like, oh, I think I was telling Trench, like, it took me 4 hours to write 1,500 words on the second day. But I've gotten better at that. I think most recently I did 1,200 in an hour and a half. I'm not saying those are good 1,200 words, you know, but like it's getting easier for me to pull that out. Yeah. One of my favorite authors wrote like a dozen books about the same character across his life as he grew up. Apparently one of the questions she'd ask herself is, what's one of the worst situations I could put him into and how would he deal with it? Yep. I really think the key for me, obviously everyone's going to write differently or approach writing differently, but the key for me has been the trust that I will get there and just asking questions that I want the answers to. And specifically after I've rewritten or reread what I just wrote. So like, because you can assume if you're asking that question, then the reader is also asking that question, and then just go and answer that question, you know, even if you end up moving that answer to a later part because it's too revealing or whatever, you know, but just do that and the rest will come. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun. I'm having fun. It's getting to the point where there is a little bit of anxiety around it. Maybe because I'm now at the 11,000, word mark, and maybe I shouldn't have checked, but fuck it. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Funnily enough, this came up in Acorn stream yesterday. So Acorn, it's over 9,000. Yeah. I'm at 11,000 words at the moment. So Acorn, Stevie Ray Drawn, myself, Murgles, Leah, and Trench are in a little writing group that Murgles made. So that's probably why it came up in Acorn's stream yesterday. Because she wrote something recently. It was really good. And I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about that so that you guys can pressure them into writing or whatever, but I'm not going to share anything obviously in the group. That's private, but... Oh, and Aaron. Aaron's in the group too. But yeah, we have a little Discord, and we're kind of just like encouraging each other, to write, and we're sharing stuff, which is the scary part. We're sharing stuff and like critiquing and like giving each other feedback. Gross. Murgle's illustrations. No, she's a fucking writer, guys. She's really good. She's really good. Like unreal good. So's Leah. I read Leah's book, guys. It was really good. And she's writing something new that I'm just like, oh my God. So, yeah. But I have noticed that I think the pressure of everyone else being really good definitely got to my head the other day. Because I was like, I'm going to write. And then I went, I'm going to read the submissions in this Discord. And I read them. And then I got in my own head and was like, oh my God, I can't fucking write another word ever again. And you know what I did? I just went, okay, let's just let you have that for the day. We're not going to write anything today because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to sit down and this little fucking voice is going to keep coming at me. So you know what we're going to do? We're not doing any writing today. Just shh. And we'll figure it out another day. Leah mentioned writing fantasy, which got me excited. Bro, it's so good. She is so good. We need like a Twitch or a little table story publishing thing so we can publish her book. She doesn't need us. She could probably just get it published somewhere. But my God. Is it called lit fic or something? Where it's just, or light fic or whatever it's called. Fuck it, let's see what happens. Yeah. Oh, and I'm also learning Scrivener. So I was gonna like buy a course on like how to learn how to properly use this fucking software. Guys, I was gonna buy a tutorial. I just realized what I said. I must care. I must care about it. I must care about what I'm doing enough to buy a tutorial. It's the meds. I didn't even take any today because I didn't want to be fucked out of my brain for the stream. But yeah. I saw a great post recently. Are you actually bad at it, or are you just in good at it spaces? Oh yeah, that's true. I will say that I'm learning. Oh my God, geez, weak. Is it bad buying a tutorial? Oh, it's just a meme because I don't like tutorials. Like I will skip them any chance I get. This song is fucking so good, but I don't know if I can play it. Like the ones we just listened to, I know are cleared for Twitch, but this song is insane. Okay. I already know what I'm going to write to it. It's called Glory Alternate Ending by Ryan Taubert. It is in that playlist, but you need to go and listen to this, guys. I can't listen to anything close to, I'm going to clarify because I can listen to certain types of gospel music, but I cannot listen to anything remotely close to, you know, what I grew up with. Okay? This is, I don't care. This song does it, but I don't care. Are you ready? Hold on. I'm cranking this. Ratch, what did you do? Because I also slipped a disc. You just lifted something wrong, right? How much did it weigh? Did your doctor also go? How old are you? You're 39? Ah! Hold on. I'm cranking this. Not only is it like choral, almost borderline religious. Guys, they're saying glory. Add an Ia and I'm fucking ejected from I'm dissociated for 4 hours. It's so good. Oh! It's like so epic too. And it just builds and builds. Here we go. Oh my God! Just crying, thinking about this golem. Bob, thank you so much for 98 months. I've missed your face too. I've missed streaming so much. Dude, not only does it build once, but again, and then again, and then again. It goes 4 times. What? It's so good. Ooh, damn, without a break. Yeah, that's the very end of the song too. It just goes and then brings it back down and just impressive. Yeah, I like it. It's very, very good. I'm so passionate about music sometimes, even though I don't know anything about it. I mean, I'm not educated on, you know, like sheet music and shit, but my God, that was very enjoyable. I didn't slip a disc, but I did have an inflamed one that floored me for months. It happened when I got up from lying on the couch. I was 27 at the time. Oh, okay. So it's not just, so the doctor kind of said that. The doctor was like, it can happen in the craziest ways. People can like look this way while they're driving and do it, you know, like it's just one of those things that can happen fairly easily. I'm going to switch back to this though, because this playlist is definitely cleared to use. Hyper hardcore. Oh, KJ, 3 years. I'm glad you're back streaming again. Me too. I missed you guys so much. Like you know, and it's not just that streaming was a part of my routine, but I think I was talking a little bit about this earlier. I don't really, all my friends have moved away. Like Murgles isn't here anymore. I have a couple of other friends that have also moved away. You know, so a lot of my, you know, social life is here. A lot of my social interaction is with you guys every day. And so it's been weird not having that. And also just being like, you know, the quiet of the house, and my cats have really enjoyed cuddling. I will say that. They're going to be very upset when they realize that, you know, I don't immediately get on the couch and I'm there for 8 hours a day. Are we getting close to time? We are. I knew it, dude. I could feel it. So, okay. This is good. They'll be so mad. I know. They were here earlier. Pumpkin is sleeping in his own little, like, couch. I want to keep streaming, but I shouldn't. Because we're going to do 1 week of 2 hours maximum. Except for Friday, where I have to go an extra hour. You have a cat called Pumpkin? Yes, and he had his name before I did. The chair looks cuddle friendly. It's so good, you guys. I'm so happy with it. I may have to adjust like the camera, but it's honestly, it's kind of like artsy looking. It's fine. You change channel currency again. I cannot be trusted to run my channel, dude. I have ADHD and I need change every, you know, the people who, I always look at the people who have the same like branding and they know their vibe for 9 years. And I'm like, damn, that is awesome. Not me. My fucking emotes come and go. My channel points change. I'm like, oh, I think I know what I want. I'm ridiculous. But you know what? I just realized what I want. Ow. Ow. We got to get some golem emotes. we got to get just a stone golem with tears streaming down, silently streaming down its face. You know? Oh dear. No one will know except for us what's going on. But you know what? That's fine. Does the golem have a name? Yes. But I'm not telling you. You're going to have to find out. I'm usually reading. Thank you so much for 5 months. Gollum doing the frog pose from Chrono Trigger to that's the song we just listened to. Absolutely. Gerald the Gollum. Gerald! Wait, isn't the currency Nuka-Cola? I decided, wouldn't it be cool if we changed the channel currency to whatever series run we're doing at the time? So I think right now it's like, it's caps, isn't it? Caps are the current Fallout currency. Yeah. Awesome. I think that's what we've got. Your being away did push me to finally catch up on Blade Runner. And PB, you're a criminal, my poor heart. What episode are you on? It's in caps, get it? Yes, I do. All finished. Oh. Okay, but do you see now what I mean, Mr. Gel? By like, that might be the best thing I've run and it's not my IP and how I get frustrated by it? I mean, obviously, we have a spot in our hearts for Nocturne and Gone, right? But it's like I fucking leveled up in the production side and also the storytelling side and also like the cyberpunk, that kind of like vibe is my music vibe as well. So I had killer soundtrack for that. And also the players I had were just fucking nuts. You know, and I got Zeke after having been with me for Nocturne and other things, and Speth was after Gone, so they were just totally trusting me and fucking dove in head first. And my God, fucking unreal. I still think about that scene with Speth and Zeke, you know, where I'm like, I think my brain chemistry changed after watching that scene. So good. You had 6 amazing players. I know. It was just so incredibly lucky. And yeah, and Flick like coming in. Flick was originally only going to do like, you know, some voice stuff for them to find. And then I was like, it's open if you want to like come on and actually interact with them. That way we don't have to kind of, because there's some planning that would be involved in that, right? Like, oh, sorry, there's only so many responses that are recorded for a phone call. And I said, if they choose to call you and try to reach out to you, do you want to do that? And, you know, he was like, yes, I absolutely want to do that. So it just worked out. It was good shit. Good shit. Anyway, they all meshed incredibly, and frankly, Flick just slid into the group like they had always been there. Yep. I can still hear Aaron crying out when his character just... Yeah. Well, that's a spoiler. Hold on. I don't know how to purge that. Purge that real quick. Oops. Did I read it out loud? Did I read the whole thing out loud? I'm sorry for anybody who saw that. My bad. Oh, fuck. It's okay, Crit. It's been like a year. It's been out for a year. Not the spoiler bit. Okay, so for those lurking, I didn't read the spoiler. You're fine, Crit. Again, it's been out for a year. We're talking about it. It's a very important moment. You're all good. You're all good. I also appreciate that. Specifically because Aaron was like, I'll just be a side character. And not because he wanted to be. I think he just saw who he was role-playing with. And it showed up on screen as well, though, for the VOD. Well, luckily, we don't fucking have VODs anymore. I mean, we do, but we don't. Like, it'll be here for what? 60 days and then it'll be gone. But I will maybe put a little note in the VOD to be like, yo, Blade Runner spoilers in there. I also think you can know and it will enrich it for you. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, you would go back and watch it, but it's also a really fucking long show. So I don't know, you know, like it might be one of those things where you're going, oh, I know this thing and I know that the play. So here's the thing. Like if you know, here's what happened. Let me explain Blade Runner to you. So I said to the crew that was the cast, I said, hey, I have an offer for you guys. We can, you know, this is the time period in which we're playing. It's very shortly after the first film. And if you want, I can choose who is a replicant and who is not. But I would like there to be at least one in the party. So it can be one or two or perhaps even none of you. But you don't get to know. Only I know. And they were all on board with that. They were like, oh, fuck yeah, let's do that. So knowing who is and who isn't a replicant as a viewer going in and watching it and knowing that the players don't know is pretty fucking cool. That is a pretty neat way to go into that show and watch it. And knowing that I know, because there are definitely moments where I like looked at you guys and I was like, And that right there, actually, I just realized I should have given Blade Runner as the reason I have a poker face during that podcast with Table Story, where they're like, do you have a good poker face or not? 100%. Watch that show. Knowing what you know now, watch that show and watch the fucking times I have my fucking mouth shut. That does add an interesting layer. Yes. So if you do want to watch Blade Runner and you want to know who they are beforehand, you can either comment in our Discord or you can tag me in the Table Story Discord in the Blade Runner channel, and I will spoiler tag it and I will tell you ahead of time. I do think that might be a fun way to watch it. I went back to watch you specifically during a few key moments. You were a stone. Thank you. If anybody happens to come across those moments, just timestamp those for me or clip them and give them to me so that I have ammo next time somebody's like, you don't have a poker face when it comes to GMing. It's the only thing I have a poker face with. Like, I will leap off a bridge before I spoil that player experience, dude. I'm not perfect, but I can be pretty good when it matters. So what is this about replicants? So I ran a Blade Runner show called Electric Dreams on Table Story last year, or a little over last year. And it was incredible. And at the beginning, I had 4 players that agreed to essentially go into the show not knowing if they were a replicant or not. And I would reveal it at some point throughout the story, who was and who wasn't a replicant. And it was fucking excellent, dude. It was fucking excellent. And also, here's the crazy thing too. Watch that show knowing that I knew and they didn't, and be stunned by the setup. They didn't know, but all the hints are still there. Everything, like the foreshadowing is all there, but they didn't know. Ugh. That's one of the reasons why I'm like, that's the best show I've ever run, because I was still able to set that stuff up so that they would, because I got to the point where I was like, oh, I know exactly what this character is going to do. You know, where can I watch this? Your YouTube? It's on Table Stories YouTube. So youtube.com/Table Story. You can also listen to it in podcast format if you want, but I'll tell you, the visuals are pretty dope. Oh, I follow them too. Yeah. So, I think I have, actually, if I do this, Blade Runner. There you go. There's a link direct to the YouTube playlist. We're going to have to update all those to get rid of the Twitch collections because they're killing them. Has that happened? Has that happened already? I've never watched Blade Runner, but this sounds cool regardless. So here's the thing. I tried really hard to make sure you don't need to have seen any of the Blade Runners. You don't need to have read the book. You can just go in and watch Electric Dreams. And it's its own story. Oh man, trigger happy. I really appreciate that. Sav, we have done enough work with the Twitch collections. Don't even worry about it. All right. I bought the Free League Tabletop RPG PDF because I wanted to model the KIA. Oh, bitch, you could have just told me. I would have just taken a screenshot of the KIA. Not that you shouldn't support Free League in the PDF, but if that's all you were going to use it for, I need to catch up on everything. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. That was another thing I could have done, you guys. But I didn't know how injured I was, and I didn't know how long I was going to be out. But I could have been showing like tabletop stuff on stream. I thought about that too. I was like, oh, we could just watch some Wild RP together, and I can sit here and relax. But sitting here caused me, like on my old chair, caused me such immense pain. Like even 15 minutes in that chair, I was out. It was brutal. Cannot do it. But now we could. So if it gets to the point where, like, you know, my meds are kicking in or whatever, you know, and we're trying to do those longer streams, then maybe we do that. Maybe we put on, or maybe we do that thing that everyone's doing, Gaggle or something, and we watch shitty TV together. You know, I'm fine. I just want to hang out with you guys. I missed you guys so much. Health first always. I will say, you guys, I'm really proud. I'm really whoa. I'm really proud of how well I've taken care of myself. I immediately was like swimming. I spent so much money on this stupid chair, but it was like non-negotiable for me. I was like, doesn't matter. I need a chair if I want to stream before 6 months. The doctor was like, it'll be 6 months before you can sit in an office chair for longer than 3 hours. And I was like, fucking, there goes the stream. There goes GMing, everything, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, you know what? I was like, can I just can I get like a lazy boy recliner? Yeah. Yes, you can do that. You miss us so sweet. Listen, okay? Don't be a dick to me right now. But yeah, so, you know, like, and there's a lot of about doing a recliner as a streamer, dude. You know? I'm like, I don't want to do that. I feel like, you know, I feel ridiculous. Like I'm never going to move again. I'm not going to get up and move around. But yes, I am. Yes, I am. And this is a thing that I just can't, it's a non-negotiable. I need a good chair. And I'm not going to get one that isn't like, you know, that isn't really good. And I sat in this one. It was actually cheaper than the one I was looking at. People sleep on stream. I think you're fine. Yeah, but, you know, you get in your own head with rules and, you know, shit. And like, I was walking while streaming and now I can't really do that. I've got this big ass chair, which is really light actually. Part of the reason why I got this chair is because it's actually easy to move. What chair did you get? I got a lazy boy. It's called hold on. I want to say it's called like a Jason or something. Ow. Okay, hold on. I got this. Ooh. I just had to do that correctly. That's all. I just had to not go like, and I had to actually lift with my core. Okay, what do we got? It is called the James. I got a Silent Hill too. I got the James recliner. I got the chair that James sits in when he's watching TV. Bitch! I was thinking that we would call it I was thinking that we would call it Jilleen Anderson or Richard Lean Anderson, which Richard Lean Anderson was Trench's idea, and it fucking made me laugh so hard. But I also like Jilleen Anderson. You know? It's good. We're proud of you, PB. Small tip for lower back pain. Try loosening your trousers slightly. I'm not wearing trousers. Fuck that. If you guys think I'm going to put pants on for that, no. Not happening. Oh my. Can I show you my knee? Look at it. See? Wait, we wear pants here? Yeah. I think if I could show you guys my knee properly, it would terrify you. I'm one of those people that has baby faces in their knees. And it's scary. Like, you will never unsee it, dude. You'll be like, what the fuck? There's a face hidden in there. Scandalous. One day I'll show you guys. One day I'll show you my baby face knees. I mean, I'm not totally pantsless. Like I have a nightgown on. So, you know, like I have a nightgown on, but then I have a t-shirt on over it. What does baby faces in the knees mean? It means that my knees are shaped in a way that it looks like there's a fucking weird baby face like underneath my knee trying to get out. It's fucking so scary. PBU comes from the knees, confirmed. Oh. I have an image somewhere. I'll see if I can find it. And it shows the horrible, scary knees I have. Dinah! I adore you. Please, everyone go follow Dinah. Especially if you guys are missing Wild RP right now. You know? The Guarma arc, I hear, is still going strong. Please follow Zambi. Please follow Graham the Gibbon. Okay? There's a lot of wild... I don't even know the extent of what's happening over on Guarma. But there's a lot of amazing role players still keeping the story going. And I can't think about it too much because it makes me feel stressed like I've let them down with my decision. But I chose me for once. PB knee BBs. Okay, guys, here's the deal. What's our uptime? It's 106. I think it's time. I want to stay. But I think I should take my meds, and we got to stick to the 2 hours. We passed the 2 hour mark. Okay, look at that. I'm proud of myself. I hate it already. I don't want to go. I feel like we just sat and had coffee for 2 hours, but I want to keep having coffee. But yeah, this was awesome. And I'm going to try to GM tomorrow. Don't die. I might not, actually. I might just message them and be like, I will host anything else, but I don't have the keyboard thing here. And I'll have to be like, you know, moving all over. I don't know. We'll see. Nailed it, PB. Well done. Thank you. And thank you for the prologue too. Thank you for letting me read that to you. It's incredibly stressful for me to share my writing, let alone read it out loud. You know, so that was crazy. This was a banger catch-up cozy time. Yeah, and we have stuff to look forward to. So tomorrow I will be on Table Story at 2 p.m. And then on Sunday I will be on Table Story at 3 p.m. For 2 hours. And then I'll be back to here on Monday at 11 a.m., assuming I make my morning swim, which I should. But it's either going to be 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. is when the stream will start, depending on when I get my physio done. So those are the start times. But either way, the Discord will let you know, or Twitch will let you know when we go live. And we're starting south of midnight on Monday. Okay? And I can't wait. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the lovely Discord messages. I really enjoyed everyone's guesses on what chair I got. Also, you guys know me too damn well. Everyone was like, oh, 100% she got fucking recliner. I was like, how did they know that? You know? I could show up in one of those like knee chairs where you're like kneeling. Anyway. Stream greatly appreciated. Yeah. I'm going to go. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my meds. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to do my stretches a little bit. I have my little hanging bar that I very gently just hang from to stretch my back out. Your babies would hate that. Oh yeah, you're right. Yes, I have one of those knee chairs. Do you like it? You could get a walker, yeah. Luckily, I don't need a walker. It's not kind to your back. Okay, so then we're not going to do that. If in pain, yeah. I'm stalling. Okay, I love you guys. Very, very, very much. You get a cool cane. I will tell you, though, I am very excited about this little, like, office area here. I have bookshelves coming that are going to be set up for me. I've paid extra for it. And then I'm going to put my record player over here so we can like chill. I basically need to make this space a space where I can just sit and read. And, you know, I'm trying to do that thing where it's like, let's get excited about the fact that you're basically going to be in a chair for a really long time, you know, really long stretches at a time. So I'm like, okay, I'll put up some bookshelves. I'll bring my records over, you know. Not really for prolonged sitting. Yeah, go take your meds. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's do this. Because we haven't done this in a while. Hopefully this still fucking works. Hold on. Is this going to work? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it fucking is. All right, let me see who's live. We'll find somebody to raid. One true man with. And Kez. I've got to head to bed. Sweet dreams, Kez. And everybody over on YouTube. Oh, God. All right, what do we got? Oh! I know exactly where we're going to go. We're going to go say hi to Peppo. Okay, I love you guys. I'll see you on Monday, unless I see you on Table Story on Friday and Sunday. Mwah! Karen is coming. Okay, I'm getting up. I'm getting up. We're doing it. And I'm gonna go take my meds. And re-get my ice pack. Oh. Oh my God, this chair is awesome, dude. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That was me. That was me bringing the feet part down on the chair so I could get up. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.
PB didn't feel well. At least it wasn't deadly. What PB started to feel was perpetuated. I can't pronounce that. I have come to watch PB playing, but my tongue got caught in my teeth and I couldn't see what I was saying. When compared to Peeves, we are all pathetic. Wait, I need to admit. Down, lay your sacrifices, open up the stream, on your devices of the monolith. The monolith. Who pledge your soul to the most sympathetic. Wait,